So in today's video, we're going to be talking about investing in Team of the Weeks, even though they're inflated because there's a risk-free way of doing it. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be talking about investing in Team of the Weeks, because Team of the Weeks are already up in price, but they are going to keep on rising and rising and rising if trends are anything to go by. And what we're going to be doing in today's video is we're going to be talking through a few different techniques you can do to buy Team of the Weeks and how they're relatively risk-free because they have alternative utility other than just being the discard Team of the Weeks. So first off, we'll just talk about how long Team of the Weeks is going to rise for. Team of the Weeks, because they're needed for the 10 times 83 SBC, they're needed every 24 hours. And when SBCs need informs every 24 hours, these cards actually rise every single day through to Friday. So first off, Team of the Weeks are going to rise all the way through to Friday. That's because they're needed every 24 hours for the next 5 days. 5 days really means 6 days, because it's a bit of a scuff concept when it comes to the expiry date. So they're going to rise every single day until Friday, unless EA do anything extreme, but that's unlikely, and we don't trade on unlikely outcomes. The first way we can invest in Team of the Weeks is generally just quite a simple observation, and it's to do with the utility of Team of the Weeks. So you can buy an 83 rated Team of the Week for 30k, or you can buy an 87 Team of the Week for 32k. Now, with the current SBCs that are out, there is actually not much benefit to having a Toni Kroos Team of the Week over having a 83 Team of the Week, because it only requires an 83 rated squad. And 83s are so cheap that, it doesn't benefit using a Toni Kroos and a bunch of 80s and 81s. It would, again, be more beneficial to use 83s. But that's going off the current utility. Now, we've got a 92 Zidane SBC coming. We've got ourselves, obviously going to have player SBCs consistently through the week. And we've got ourselves an 87 plus icon SBC coming out this evening. So we've got SBCs that could require informs, but require them in squads higher rated than 83s. And as a result, if they start requiring 86, 87s, 85 rated teams with Team of the Weeks, the utility of using an 87 rated Team of the Week over an 83 rated Team of the Week is going to be seen a lot more. Because of course, if you're using an 87 rated Team of the Week, in an 87 rated team, that's level, I guess, in terms of having to use other fodder. But if you're using an 83, that's -4 ratings from the rating that you need. So at the moment, again, with no new SBCs released, high-rated Team of the Weeks aren't going to be that favourable to rise much more than low-rated Team of the Weeks. But in the anticipation of the Icon SBC and the Icon Player SBCs coming this week, and potentially even next week if we go into another promo, then players such as Toni Kroos, Saka, if for some reason he goes down to fodder, and Trippier are really, really nice investments, because these guys offer really good utility for future SBCs, better than the cheapest ones. Another really interesting observation is if we just look at gold cards, because an 83 rated gold card is 900 coins, but an 87 rated gold card is 16k. That means that there is a 15k difference between the gold 83 and 87. But with the Team of the Weeks, there is only I guess at the moment, there's a 4k difference. And because there's a 4k difference, it's a lot cheaper to get let's say an 87 rated Team of the Week and an 83 gold card than it is to get an 83 rated gold card and an 87 Team of the Week. So the first way how you can buy Team of the Weeks with them being relatively risk-free is basically buying 86s, but more importantly, 87 rated Team of the Weeks. So the second way of buying Team of the Weeks that is, I guess, relatively risk-free is buying Team of the Weeks that were 30k in the first place. Now, obviously, these cards right here are absolute toss, rubbish. But there are Team of the Weeks that would have been 30k before this SBC came out, and as a result, it means that they shouldn't drop below 30k. And how I'd source these, weekly demanded Team of the Weeks rather than Team of the Weeks that are SBC fodder and aka them holding a higher floor is basically via going on Footbin. You then go to PGP. You then go version, and you'd go and pick Team of the Week. Now what I'd do is I'd sort them via games, and then what I'd go and set is I'd then go and set a PlayStation price range of no more than 32k, but no more than, well, I guess nothing at the moment is below 29k. So ideally you're looking for someone in an older Team of the Week. So a good example is someone like Politano. When the rest of the Team of the Weeks went down to 20k the other day, he only went down to 30k. And as a result of him only going down to 30k, it shows that his floor is 30k, which means if all Team of the Weeks go and crash tomorrow, he's not going to crash, because he didn't go and crash in price when they were all down at 20k. So someone like Politano's good. And again, you're looking for some of the older team of the weeks. Maybe something like Mitoma could be good because he's in an older team of the week. Not ideal because he went down. So you see how Mitoma went down from 43 to the likes of 25k, whereas Politano didn't. And as a result, that indicates that Politano's floor is a lot better than Mitoma's floor, because Mitoma is more effective via SBC fodder, whereas Politano isn't. Now, obviously, he went down from there to there, but that's not the drop we're looking for. We're looking at the drop in the last few days, because again, this would show that Politano is a lot more demanded than someone like Mitoma, because Mitoma drops when inform fodder drops, whereas Politano hasn't dropped with the most recent drop of informs. So another good example is the likes of Aubameyang. We can see right here that he did go 28 to 26, but that's really not too bad. It's not like we saw Mitoma where he crashed in price. So because we saw Aubameyang not drop much, we can see that his floor is a lot higher than, again, like a plebeian form, because a plebeian form is just going to crash when they're not demanded, whereas Aubameyang seems to be holding a minimum sort of price. Again, Zaha, not too good. He seemed to be dropping every single day in comparison. Pau Torres was holding his value pretty well. He did go down, I guess, 2k, but again, holds a much higher floor than other players. So the first thing that we were looking for was the likes of high-rated informs. The second thing we've been looking for now is meta team weeks that didn't drop anything more than, let's say, 10% in the last few days, because it shows that they have enough weekly demand that they're not following the trends of discard fodder, and instead they hold a minimum floor because of the weekly demand. And the third player buying team weeks is a bit sneaky, to put it politely. So I guess some people look down upon this method, but it is a bit of it's a great method, I'm not gonna lie. So what you're gonna do for the third method is you're gonna head over to players, you're gonna go versions, and then what you're gonna look for is you're gonna look at players with second informs. Now, what is the relevance of someone having a second inform? Well, the relevance of someone having a second inform is that the player's first inform can be bait listed for the price of the second inform. What do I mean by this? Well, Totw at the moment is 49k. Well, let's go and have a little look at Totw on the market at 49k, because I can ensure you it's not only going to be his second inform. Because there is a very, I guess, common play in FIFA, and this has been something for the last, like, 10 years. And that is that people will list up the first inform for the price of the second inform. So, for example, if we go and type in Totw right now is about 49k, what pops up? And again, sorry, let me go and put the minimum buy now to 46k, let's do that. What pops up? A lot of the first inform. Because there's a play that what you can do is list up a first inform for the price of a second inform. People do not realise that it is the first inform, and they go and buy it for the second inform price. For example, Totw, first inform is 34k, but you can list it up for 50k, and you'll eventually get buys. So, what this means is you can go and buy the first informed Totw, who, given, is actually 4k more than the floor rate of fodder. But if all fodder, let's say, went up to 45k by the end of the week, that Doku's going up to 45k. And if he doesn't go up to 45k, you literally just keep listing him at the second informed price, and eventually you'll get a bite. So what you want to do is, obviously, you probably couldn't do this for a fair few of the players, but you want to go through them players one by one, see where the first inform is no more than, let's say, 35k, and then what you do is you consistently keep listing them for the second inform. Now, this won't work for players like Hummels and Trippier, because I doubt there's any difference between the first inform and the second inform. Nope. And the same with Trippier. Nope. No difference between the first inform and the second inform. So that is the third way in where you can buy Team of the Weeks and still get onto this trend. So the sale point on these is going to be Friday before 6 PM. You see a lot of people panic completing SBCs before 6 PM on a Friday because they want to, stack packs for the current, stack packs for the up and coming promo, or build the packs for the current promo before they expire. But that is about all she wrote. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.